Alrighty, so we got the new Phasmophobia update. I was kind of hoping for the lighthouse, but I guess we're going to get the update instead. Adjusting the Ascension, making sure everything feels just right. Welcome back. We've got some news for you. Any information and images are a work in progress and may change drastically before releasing. Since the Ascension update, we've had plenty of feedback on how the game currently feels for players. We wanted to share our thoughts on how we're planning to adjust the game to make sure progression in other areas are the best way they can be for all types of players. We'd love to hear your feedback on those proposed changes and get the ball rolling. We'll be looking to make the following changes with additions straight after upcoming shop rework. Okay. The shop rework has been in the works for how long? Leveling rates are currently too slow. No, they're not. We originally made the leveling rate slightly slower so they could increase the pace if need be, so we'll be doing exactly that. Less required XP per level across the board. Okay, maybe for you guys it's too slow. For me, I think I thought it was just right. But yeah, let's make the game easier. Equipment tier unlocks are too linear and too slow. Alongside the progression rate changes above, we're going to change tier unlocks so that multiple are unlocked at once instead of only one. This means you'll have more choice on which equipment you want to upgrade first and which you want to save for later. I hate that. I actually liked it being one because it meant you didn't have to wait. Okay, here's the problem with this, as far as I'm concerned. If you group them up, it means you're going to have longer stretches of not upgrading anything. Now, granted, like they said, you can do, you can choose to do this time. You can choose to do this time. Once you get more money. But I'm not a fan of this. We'll also be increasing the cost of some upgrades as to the amount players can unlock almost everything straight away, when some upgrades should be something you save up for. Prestiges are a completely optional part of progression. However, we understand that there aren't many incentives right now to encourage players to prestige. Well, yeah, you screwed up. The loadouts don't work. With new player models, we will be adding unique prestige-related unlocks for players to purchase with in-game money, such as accessories for your player model or a cool new jacket. That's cool for everybody else. Coming soon for each prestige, players will be able to choose one of the following: a sum of extra starting money to kickstart their equipment loadouts or to save for their first few upgrades. We were actually talking about this yesterday. That some of you guys were kind of like, it'd be kind of nice if you actually had a little extra money to kind of start off with. Or a small XP boost for that prestige only, allowing players to level up slightly faster but have to manage their money better. Give me a second. Equipment, evidence equipment. Tier 1 is slightly too hard to use, so we'll be making it brighter and increasing the range of the light it emits. Okay, good change. EMF reader. T1's needle often gets too close or even goes past the 5 mark during the events. Yes, it does. So we'll be clamping that pesky needle a little harder to make sure people aren't mistaking it for evidence. Tier 3 will receive a new sound for EMF 5 reading, making it easier for evidence without having to pick it up. I mean, no? There's plenty of times on stream where I'm like, nope, that's an EMF 5. The problem is they made EMF 3 sound like the old EMF 5. That's the problem. It's not that you can't tell an EMF 5, it's that you made EMF 3 the same sound as the old EMF 5. That's the problem. Additionally, we'll be changing where the T3 sensor reads for players. This will make the directional indicator more accurate and feel more intuitive to read. Thermometer. Tier 1 never had its randomness to the... T1 never had its randomness to the readings, making it much more accurate than the other tiers. Why, yes, it does. We'll be implementing a slight fluctuation on readings to reduce its effectiveness. The problem is, though, right now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And even when you get power on, sometimes it doesn't work until it gets up to like 15, and then it'll start working correctly. Tier 2 and Tier 3 will be adjusted so that after the initial hold to scan, continue to hold the use button will keep refreshing the temperature reading every second or so. Okay, that's a cool change. Tier 3 will have its randomness reduced further to make it even better than T2. Okay. Ultraviolet will be flipping T1 and T2 around so that players start with the flashlight and unlock the glow stick second. This should feel more like a useful progression than it currently is. That makes no sense. Why would you go from a UV flashlight to a glow stick? I mean, I go to the tier 2. I know some people like the glow stick better. I mean, in reality, if you put the glow stick down and it touches the door, you'll automatically get it, where you would have to pick up the tier 2 flashlight. Except what I do is I just flip it, I throw it up in the air, and I let it fall back down. I don't know. Going from electronics to a glow stick, I'm not sure is... I understand what they're saying, but I don't know if that's how it works. Yeah. Fire lights and igniters will be increasing the duration and light range for all tiers, giving players new ways to walk around in dark areas. Well, okay, I will say the tier 1 candle sucks. Tier 2's a little bit better, but not by much. They burn out way too freaking quick. Headgear will be adding an additional key binding for toggling on and off your headgear slot, as many players have expressed that the current method isn't ideal. Well, I mean, I did die yesterday because I thought I turned off my head slot, but I didn't hold down my my toggle long enough, and then I end up dying. All 3 tiers of headgear will have a new sound play when being interfered with by the ghost, so that players know they should turn it off during hunts. Tier 3's night vision doesn't currently have any paranormal interference, so we'll be adding some of it to reduce its effectiveness during hunts. Oh, okay. So yeah, so if you got your T3 on and you're running from the ghost, it's going to start blurring your vision. Motion sensor, T3's truck map indicator will be changed to be more accurate and show what is detecting clearer. Parabolic to 8 hearing impaired users will be making the LED red light on the side of the Tier 1 parabolic flash when it picks up sounds. Okay. Photo camera, Tier 2 will receive a slight buff to photo taking speed. We'll be fixing for the final time the oversight of taking the ghost photo with a full book. Pesky haunted cameras. There are still some bugs with photos. No. Really? But with the major photo overhaul coming soon, a lot of that will be fixed as byproduct. However, we're still looking at increasing consistency of photo taking. More benefits of upgrading the camera tools will come with new system, including the removal of failed photos. We'll be speeding up the sanity restoration effect for Tier 2 to make the upgrade more worthwhile. And sound sensor... I keep on having to snooze the ad. Sound sensor, we'd like to add a mute button to each sensor in the truck so you can concentrate on watching dots on the monitor. Safety and silence. Okay. Cursed possessions. With the most recent change to the paw affecting the Sea Ghost Wish, we're going to make the darkness effect start when the hunt starts, so you can actually see the ghost during the event. Yeah, that'd be helpful. I don't do see ghost a lot, but yeah, that's actually why I don't do see the ghost. Is I'm like, okay, yay, the ghost is here. I'm blind. I can't see shit. Thank you. Okay, training. Some parts of the training aren't accurate to gameplay or are frustrating, so we'll be making the following adjustments. We'll replace the dot section with something more accurate to how ghosts act in game. I will say that the dot section was a little confusing when I first did the dots, because I thought that's what I was going to be looking for. Instead of like something in a sheet, they should have like maybe put like maybe 1 or 2 of the ghosts that we actually have in the game. Because yeah, that actually did confuse me a little bit until I did my first hunt, and I was okay. Lower the overall temperature in the warehouse to make the freezing temp section less frustrating, as well as add cold breath to the relevant areas. The EMF section should require EMF 5 to progress instead of an EMF. And Ghost Orb section sometimes completes without the player knowing why, so we'll be increasing the time that you need to aim the camera at the orb before the door unlocks. If you experience any issues or want to give feedback, go to the Discord. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, so I mean, I don't like the fact that they're making the game easier, but I also know that I am a small minority as far as that goes. So I kind of wish that there's a better way, but I don't know. We'll see once the changes happen. But I know I'm a small minority. Most people would like procedures to go through. Most people would like to have the tiers unlocked faster, and most people would rather have the leveling rates be faster. I think everything's fine as far as this stuff goes. The only thing, the prestiges need to have something to want you to have prestige, other than I want a better prestige badge, because that's the only thing with prestiges right now is nothing else works. So it's only, do I like this badge or not? But there we go. So I hope you guys liked the preview. Maybe we'll still get the map. Maybe not. Not sure. But yeah, but there we go.